Between falling and conquering, there is only one choice, yours. The line between defeat and victory? You are the one who draws it. Imagine someone who spent years wearing a mask to please others. Smiling when they wanted to scream, giving up on their own dreams to avoid causing discomfort. One day, that person decides to step into the arena of life, alone, against all odds. And there, they discover that the real battle is not against the opponent in front of them, but against fear, doubt, and the need for approval. If you want to win your own battles, you must develop values that strengthen your mental and emotional growth. Today, we'll show you this through the story of a young woman, who turned defeat into glory. This channel is new, created to strengthen your mind and your life. If you want more videos that inspire your inner growth, subscribe now and activate the bell so you don't miss anything. Since childhood, she dreamed of stepping into the ring, feeling the weight of the lights and the roar of the crowd. But for years, she lived to meet the expectations of those she loved. Her mother saw her dream as rough and unfeminine, her fiancé dismissed it as a childish fantasy that should be abandoned in favor of a safe future. Agreeing with them, she learned to hide her true self. Still, she trained in secret, feeding a fire that would not go out. The problem was that while seeking approval, she kept rejecting opportunities that could have changed her life. With each "no" she spoke, she felt further away from who she truly was. Until one day, she realized the greatest battle was not in the ring, but within her, between the fear of disappointing others and the courage to choose herself. That was when her true mental and emotional growth began. She discovered that to win, she needed an inner foundation built on values such as authenticity, courage, perseverance, self-confidence, emotional independence, and resilience. They don't come ready-made, they are built with every hard decision you make. And with that determination, when she finally stepped into the ring, she won far more than a fight. She defeated years of silence, fear, and imposed limitations. This transformation is what we will explore now, so you too can develop these values and win your own battles. Between forced smiles and fabricated excuses, she hid the fact that she was still training. When golden opportunities arose for her career, she turned them down out of fear of disappointing others. This life of pretending felt safer, but it was also suffocating her. What she didn't realize yet was that she already carried, though dormant, the values capable of breaking those chains. The first was authenticity, to stop living according to others' expectations and embrace, without fear, what truly made her happy. Developing authenticity requires daily self-observation, asking yourself, is this what I want, or what others expect from me, writing about your real desires, and saying small no's to situations that don't reflect who you are. The second was courage, not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. Courage is built like a muscle. It starts with small challenges, like expressing an unpopular opinion or taking the first step on a risky project. With each act, the mind learns that fear is not a signal to stop, but an invitation to move forward. With these values strengthened, anyone can begin to change the course of their life. And that's exactly how she began her mental and emotional growth, taking the first steps to free herself from the chains that held her back. In the next moments, you'll see how the other values completed her transformation, and how you can apply them in your own battles. When she finally chose to follow her own path, she stepped into the ring with everything on the line, and walked out a champion. Her victory was not only over the opponent in front of her, but over years of insecurity, fear, and external control. She was living proof that when you stand for what you believe in, there is no greater power than a mind and heart aligned with your own truth. When a professional fighter invited her to train, it became clear, this wasn't just a win, it was the beginning of a new life. And here lies the great lesson, no one is born with these values, they are built. And if you don't arm yourself with them, sooner or later, life will put you in an arena for which you will not be ready. And those who step in unprepared risk living a life of failure, regret, and disappointment. Think about the journey of the woman you've just met. If she had ignored the requirements for victory, courage, discipline, focus, and preparation, she would likely still be trapped in the same routine of frustration, seeing her dreams as something distant and unattainable. But she chose to act, to cultivate the right skills, and to face her fears. Today, she lives the success that once seemed impossible: freedom, confidence, and purpose in every step. Now, look at yourself. This story isn't about someone far away, it's a mirror. The question is, will you just watch, or will you take this example and rewrite your own story? Next, we'll dive into each of these values and show you, step by step, how to develop them in practice so you too can step into your own arena and walk out a champion. The first value is authenticity. It's looking inward and having the courage to embrace who you are, even if it means disappointing some people. To develop it, you need practice. Ask yourself whether your decisions reflect your own desires or just the expectations of others. Write down, every day, what truly matters to you. Over time, this clarity turns into strength. The second is courage. It doesn't come from the absence of fear, but from the decision to act even when you're trembling inside. Start small, voice your ideas, stand by your opinions, face challenges you would normally avoid. With each act of bravery, your mind learns that fear is simply a sign you're growing. Next is perseverance, the ability to keep going when everything tells you to stop. You build it by keeping a daily commitment, even when results aren't immediate. Small daily victories gather strength for the big battles. Self-confidence is the fourth pillar. It's believing in your worth even when others doubt you. Develop it by celebrating your wins, no matter how small, and by remembering the many times you've overcome challenges in the past. Then comes emotional independence, not letting your happiness depend solely on other people's approval or presence. To cultivate it, learn to find satisfaction in your own choices and create a space of self-respect that no one can invade. Finally, resilience. It's the ability to rise stronger after every fall. You strengthen it when you see challenges as opportunities to learn, not as final sentences of failure. These values aren't just nice virtues, they're survival weapons. Without them, any outside pressure can break you. With them, you don't just endure, you win. Between falling and conquering, there's only one decision, yours. Those who face challenges with courage gain freedom, confidence, and purpose. Those who hide from them sink into the shadows of a dull life, marked by regret and abandoned dreams. You can keep hiding behind excuses, or you can take the lead and fight for what truly matters. In the end, there are only two sides in this arena, the winners, and those who gave up trying. Which side will you be on? If this video resonated with you, remember, this channel is just getting started, and your subscription helps us create more content to strengthen your inner self. Like, share, and be part of this journey with us.